Traxxas RC. My name is Ryan. Another video, another custom build. I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the inspiration for this build. So this truck is obviously inspired off of the Intimidator Edition Silverado, based off of the late great Dale Earnhardt Jr. NASCAR driver. Some of his vehicles and some of his special edition vehicles that Chevy released back in the early 2000s, specifically the Silverado and the Monte Carlo. Actually, I'm one of those Monte Carlo Intimidators, believe it or not. But it's based off of the Intimidator edition. It's a really simple, simplistic, aggressive style that I've always been very keen on, and I wanted to recreate it in an RC car, and so that's exactly what I did. Went with the black, silver, red theme. This is a Slash 4x4 Ultimate, and really my goal for this build was to create a dedicated street truck that is low and fast and aggressive. And handles on a dime, so it does all of those things. And so in this video we're going to talk about everything that I did to get to the styling of this truck, all the custom work that I did, and there's actually a lot more custom work than what meets the eye, and just talk about everything that went into this build and what it is. And then at a later date I'll get into the running footage, but for now just sit back and enjoy a custom build video. Alright, so real quick before we get to the custom work, let's talk about what this truck actually is. This is a Traxxas Slash 4x4 Ultimate equipped with the VXL system and a Savox servo to help improve durability and speed of the servo. With a drivetrain, it still has a center slipper clutch along with Techno outdrive shafts on all four corners just to help improve durability. As far as suspension, Traxxas GTR shocks, which came stock with the truck, aluminum knuckles up front, Techno knuckles and our C-hubs in the rear, and then RPM A-arms all around all four corners, which have been painted silver. Other thing to talk about on this is going to be the Traxxas Rally bumpers, front and rear. Obviously you can see on the front I had to modify the Rally bumper and cut that foam back so it fit under the body. But otherwise, so I guess at this point it pretty much is like a Traxxas Rally, but technically this is a Slash 4x4 Ultimate. So that's all I got for a truck. Let's go ahead and get into the custom work. So here we are going to talk about custom work. This is a Proline Silverado 2012 body that I've had in storage for a very long time. So I went ahead and painted this thing black and gave it silver accent ring around the bottom sides to give it that classic Intimidator look. And as far as the windows, I did leave those clear and gave them a layer of smoke paint. Inside it looks like they're limo tint, but outside you can actually see through it quite well. But other than that, the thing that really makes this an Intimidator is the decals, and these decals in particular are custom made. I actually on my computer made these in Affinity, traced out the entire Intimidator logo, the SS badging, made my own version of an undercarriage to put on the bottom of the chassis, just completely went custom on the decals, put them all on a sticker sheet, sent them out to a company that does print on demand stickers, and then got them sent back. And I'll be honest, they came out pretty good. Not perfect, not because of the sticker company, but more because of like my own designs. But really happy with them. Just look at the Intimidator badging on this truck along with the SS badging. I almost think they're almost perfect. Like when I look at this truck, it reminds me of my old Monte Carlo Intimidator from the old days. It just looks so much like it. And it's the simple things on this build that really tie it together, because without the Intimidator badging and the SS badging, this would just be a black Silverado that nobody would care about. But it's the Intimidator logos on the sides and on the rear tailgate that just chef's kiss, just pull this thing together. It's the SS badging, it's the simplicity, it's the aggressiveness, it's how low this truck sits with that stance and the silver body kit around it. Just looks amazing. So like I said, custom decals, and then almost before I forget, I got a custom license plate on the rear, one bad SS. I had to put something cool, but custom decals, how I did it. If you guys are interested in custom decals, how I did it, how I made this entire things, let me know in the comments if you're interested in that stuff. If you are, I'll go ahead and make a video of how I did it, because I definitely think I'm probably going to do more of this in the future of making custom decals and custom like themed type builds. So anyways, decals a big one. Next one, wheels and tires. So I went with some zero offset wheels and tires on this build. The tires, these are old like Wishbone tires. They're from like a decade ago. But specifically I'm using these right now because I didn't want to buy another set. But these wheels are zero offset, and what that does is it kind of sucks in the wheels and tires underneath the body a little bit more and gives a little bit more of like that NASCAR look. Also eliminates any like body rubbing. I did have, or not did, but I do have another set of street another set of street tires called Proline Street Fighters. And I was planning on using those, but those were the standard Slash 4x4 offset. And I was having like some rubbing issues, and they just kind of looked weird how they stuck out. And once I put these zero offset wheels, it just kind of pulled it all back in and looked way more aggressive. So really happy with that. As far as some other things, just added some accent paint to like the A-arms, painted those silver, and then painted the shock springs red to give like a Chevy, inspired performance look. And then went with the chassis cover over the top of the tub of the chassis just to keep debris out of the chassis tub. And then added the bright red bow tie on top of it, which gives it like the Chevy performance look, the black and the red, super aggressive. That's pretty much it. Everything I did to try to make this into an Intimidator build, and it's just, in my opinion, it's just awesome. Like I said, it's the simplicity. So that's it for the parts. Let's go ahead and get the final thoughts. All right, here we are, final thoughts. And so, what do I think about this vehicle? In my honest opinion, I just love the simpleness of this build. There's no crazy paint. There's no like super off the top or off the top rope type any style on this thing. It is just a simple black silver ground effects, Intimidator badging. It's low, it's aggressive, it's NASCAR themed. It's based off the Intimidator, Monte Carlo and Intimidator Silverados. It's got the Dale Earnhardt like feel to it. I love these kind of builds. This is exactly why I live, and why I'm in this hobby of RC, is building stuff like this that you think is cool. Doing the decals and just kind of going this other route instead of like some over the top paint or anything like that. It's just kind of different. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. That's all I got for this video. I hope to see you guys on the next one. I got some running footage for this at some point, but otherwise we'll see you guys on the next one. I feel the power.